A good test. I haven't done. Okay.
Malad Baldwin is a 27-year-old male who presents with the police after being arrested for assaulting police officer. Patient states during the arrest he was choked. Please stay. He was struck in the right clavage with a baton and in the left knee with a flashlight. Patient is unable to tell me what is hurting him. He repeatedly asks if we have a search warrant. He repeatedly asked if he was under arrest and for us to call his mother. Police would not allow his mother to be called, and he would not give me the phone number to call his mother. Patient is unable to tell me that he has a history of patient is able to tell me that he has a history of mental illness but describes it as PTSD. States he is taking his medication, has a psychiatrist at Kaiser, but does not know the name of the psychiatrist nor the medications. Police indicate they were initially dispatched because Contra Costa Fire on unrelated call noticed this patient acting unusually and summoned the police. Now, to me, that doesn't sound right. You said he presents with the police after being arrested after assaulting an officer.
So, who is this document from?
It's from the doctor at Sutter Delta.
And he's the one that treated
Malad. He didn't treat Malad. He basically said that patient is unable to tell me what is hurting him. But you just said that, he was struck in the right clavage with the baton and the left knee with the flashlight, and he was choked during the arrest.
And we've got 6 pages of medical on this visit, so we'll be able to use that.
Right. So when Malad was telling him about his mental illness, because he told me they never checked his body for the injury. So I'm wondering, why would the police take him to the hospital? If he wasn't checked for these, if the doctor said he came in, got arrested for assaulting the police, then you named his injuries. Then you said he was unable to tell you what was hurting him. And then he elaborated about his mental illness because now he's wondering, why is he there? What can you call my mom? Police telling him he can't call his mom. So did you take him there to shoot him up with medicine and then get a toxicology to build your case like you did my son before? Why would you take him to the hospital if he got arrested? He said the doctor didn't know about the injuries, and they still didn't treat him for the injuries. So what did you come in and shoot him up with medicine for? And then after that, you take him to jail. And then when I talked to the officers, and I have it recorded, he said, "Is Malad your son?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, I said, "What happened?" He said, "The firemen seen him yelling at people and threw something at a lady." I said, "Where's the lady?" He said, "I didn't know." And I asked him again. He said, "I didn't know." And then I said, we talked a little bit. I said, "What's Malad's disposition?" He said, "Oh, he's going to jail." I said, "For what?" He said, "For fighting with the police." Now you told me 2 different things. And when I called down there, because I didn't know where he was, they said he wasn't in jail. And I figured with the police's and all the actions, if he did something, he would go to jail. I didn't know about the serious beating and all of that stuff. So
the police, you were here when the police took him away?
No, they had already taken him.
Okay.
It was other police here in the video. There was a lot of police cars here, a lot of officers.
As far as you know, nobody was told that they were taking him to the hospital?
No,
that was here?
because it wasn't an ambulance.
Yeah.
The last time when they beat him, and even when they went arrested him, the ambulance took him to the hospital. Police took him this time. Okay. And even in the report, the doctor stated his injuries. So who told him about the injuries? And then you said he couldn't tell me what was hurting him. That's contradictory. And then you shoot him up with mental health medicine and then take him to the police station and do a toxicology, draw blood from him. So when I finally talked to somebody, I told them, "You're going to let me speak to the chief of police? Somebody better call me. I'm coming down there." So Lieutenant Meeks called me back. And he said, "Well, Malad is under arrest." I said, "For what?" He said, "Resisting arrest and on a controlled substance." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, can you let me know, what's the disposition? Because it's witnesses here and things didn't go the way you said they did." So he said, "Well, you have video footage?" Because I guess our Vanderpool told him, because my son is in the video saying, "Yeah, we have video footage and whatever." And I said, "I don't have the video, but it is footage. Well, can we send 2 officers down to view the videos?" And I said, "No." I said, "It's the same thing you did before." I said, "No." So then when I finally got the information that he was in jail, when he called me, I called and found out what his charges, and they say resisted arrest and drunk in public. So that's 4 different stories. First you said he was yelling at people, threw something at a lady. You didn't know what the victim was, supposedly. Then you said he was fighting the police. How was he fighting the police How can you say he was fighting the police unless your officer told you what he did, and that what he didn't tell the truth? Because if you an officer, you come in here, you follow a person into their house, you're not gonna just go into that house without feeling that you're safe. What was your reason for just running in my house, beating my son? And my son that said he said nothing. My son, when he seen, because he watches Malad from his window when he paces, he said when he seen the officer park over there, he got out the car, Malad started walking home. My son said he got out the window, he jumped the stairs, he opened the door, and he said when Malad got to the top of the stairs, that's when the officer grabbed him. And my son said when he hit Malad, Malad stumbled back, whatever happened, and then he dipped in the house, and then the officer pushed my son out the way and ran in the house. This is what Lawrence said. Lawrence said that he went over there in the living room and pulled his taser out and was aiming at Malad going up the stairs, but Malad had made it up to stairs in his room, you know. In his mind, I mean, even if I was that person, in my mind, I would be like, if I didn't do nothing, what's wrong? What did I do? I'm going to my room. He's told the officer he was going to his room when he got up to the stairs. And, you know, then Lawrence said that then a fireman ran in the house, 2 or 3 of them, and then they was looking, you know, around. Lawrence was telling them, what you doing in there? You have a search warrant. Then they told, Lawrence said they told him that Malad called for himself.
So you weren't here at that time?
No,
but,
no.
But you understand from other people that some firemen actually came in the house too?
They came in the house, yes. And the firemen were in the living room too. Lawrence screaming at them, get out of my house, you have a search warrant, what you doing here? Lawrence said the fireman told him Malad called for himself. He called for himself. So then the officer came in, another officer that Malad said Malad didn't see what was going on because he was upstairs with the, you know. So Lawrence said the other officer grabbed him and picked him up off his feet and threw him on the door.
Where is Malad's room? Can you see it from here?
No, his room is on the other side.
On the other side?
When you go up the stairs, it's up there to the left.
Okay.
So then the officers told, Lawrence said the fireman was saying, no, that's not him, he's upstairs. So he dropped Lawrence down, and that's when he took off upstairs.
So you're saying the police officers accosted your other son?
Yeah.
Down in the living room here?
Yeah, this area right here, on the door, he said.
Yeah. And then they found out it was the wrong person.
I'm still in disbelief.
And at no time, you weren't here, but are you aware that anybody had given the police permission to come into the house?
No.
Okay.
Lawrence was in the door when Malad dipped in the house. And then Lawrence said the officer pushed him out the way and went in the house and went over in this area with his taser out.
Oh, okay.
And Lawrence was saying, you don't have a search warrant. You know, Lawrence was talking back to the police, but Lawrence said he was just aiming the taser up and Malad going up the stairs.
Okay. So are we able to interview some others that were here when things were happening?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe. Okay. So this is Mike Kerr, and I've been interviewing Kathryn Wade, the mother of Malad.
And you know what, Mike?
And this is for Oscar Grant Committee.
You know, the last time they did this to Malad, my car was parked where that green truck is. They stopped at my car, and Lawrence was in the window then. And when Lawrence said he saw them sprint from the car, jump out of the car and sprint toward around by he said they looked like they was coming toward the house, but he knew Malad was in that car. That's when he jumped those stairs. These are the other pictures when they beat him. And I got the reports.
Okay.
That
Let me
lied
keep
and
that
stuff.
separate video here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.